Ever wondered how a former president suddenly boosts his wealth by billions overnight? In a recent whirlwind of events, former President Donald Trump's wealth skyrocketed by a staggering $37 billion. This financial leap was primarily due to Trump receiving an additional 36 million shares of Trump Media and Technology Group, or TMTG for short, which were valued at approximately $1.6 billion. Now, Trump's stake in his own media company stands at a hefty 65%. With each share priced at $50, his stake is worth an eye-watering $5.7 billion. Now, how did all of this happen? Let's take a trip back in time. Our journey begins with Donald Trump, the former US president, owning over 78 million shares of Trump Media and Technology Group, or TMTG for short. This ownership was already substantial, but a windfall was waiting just around the corner. This windfall came in the form of 36 million new shares of TMTG. Suddenly, Trump's portfolio was enriched by an additional $1.6 billion. A staggering increase, you might think. And you wouldn't be wrong. However, the financial world is a roller coaster, and the ride was about to take a dip. Shortly after Trump received these new shares, TMTG's shares fell by almost 10%. A significant drop, but one that didn't dent Trump's fortune as much as you might imagine. Despite this fall, Trump's stake in Trump Media increased significantly. His ownership now stands at a whopping 65%. And with TMTG shares valued at $50 each, his stake is worth a staggering $5.7 billion. Yet, there's a twist in this tale. As is the norm on Wall Street, a lock-up agreement is in place. This means that for a period of 6 months after a merger, the main shareholder cannot sell the shares or deal with them in any other way. So for now, Trump's billions exist only on paper. This series of events led to a massive increase in Trump's wealth. But what does this mean for him now? So Trump is richer by billions, but what's the catch? That's the question on everyone's mind, isn't it? Well, let's dive into the fine print of Wall Street, where a lock-up agreement comes into play. This is a common clause in the high-stakes world of mergers and acquisitions. It's essentially a period of 6 months, during which the main shareholder is prohibited from selling or dealing with their shares in any way. Now, why would they do that? It's to protect companies from large investors who might immediately sell off their shares, causing a significant drop in the share price. And guess who's caught in this net? You got it, Donald Trump. Despite his windfall of shares in Trump Media and Technology Group, Trump is currently unable to sell or trade these shares. That means, for the time being, his billions are purely theoretical, existing only on paper. It's a waiting game, a pause in the action, a fortune in limbo. It seems that Trump's billions are currently locked away, a paper fortune waiting for the right time to materialize. And when it does, it will certainly make for another interesting chapter in the annals of American wealth and power.